And then I'll just make one more point around what differentiation is. If you do what everybody else is doing, then you probably get what everybody else gets. So it's very important to differentiate yourself, be very clear of what you want to do, and then go after it. And then have patience, because it takes a while. It is very ironical that the hockey stick of India is not the Indian hockey stick, it is the Canadian hockey stick, the ice hockey stick, flattish first and then takes off. So I think being patient is very important. I think India too will take a while to actually come about, anywhere from 3 years to 8 years. So I think patience will be very important. So I'll just quickly talk about 2 or 3 differentiations that we have focused on, and then I'll open up for any questions that you might have. I think the first one is the business model itself. The business model is basically built on so there's a lot of talk about financial inclusion. We saw some of this in the previous talk also. But there's also a very important economic inclusion agenda for the country. And economic inclusion happens when you are able to bring very large number of people to come online and participate in this e-commerce revolution that is happening, or digital revolution, if you might, that is happening in the country. So first, I think, is building a model. So our differentiation continue to be that where have we focused? We have focused on India too, which is, typically in, most people say, second tier and third tier cities is typically how, in a hand-waving way you might say, is India too. But that's not true. Actually, look at the household income, 4 lakh rupees to 10 lakh rupees. That consumer who has household income from 4 lakh to 10 lakh rupees is the consumer that ShopClues targeted. Of course, they are found in droves in second and third tier cities, but they're also found in metropolitan cities. There is a concept of urban poor, and 70% of our business comes from smaller towns and cities. I think being focused on that consumer, how do you reach out to them? You reach out to them in vernacular languages. You reach out to them through radios, not through televisions. All of these are important. Cash on delivery, big myth, that if you go deeper into the country, credit card penetration is poor, which it is. Cash on delivery will be very high, but actually think about this. IRCTC has been selling tickets for God knows what, 12, 13 years now, 100% prepaid, and Bharat is buying it. I think if you reach out with the right value proposition, the consumers are willing to use electronic payment methods. Even State Bank of India gives you internet banking. So I think the point is that when you zero in on your consumer and then start solving the needs for the consumer, I think magic happens. Of course, you have to be a little patient. Sometimes the time is not right. Technology might not be present at this time. Ecosystem around you might not be fully developed. But if you have the right grit, so to speak, and you make today slightly better than yesterday, I think good things are waiting for you.